News 46 is brought to you by Golden Casino Group, where you'll always find great fun, good food, and fantastic entertainment, all at Gold Town, Lakeside, and the Pahrump Nugget. News is also brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Call 727-9900 today for your free consultation. If you need a lawyer, you need Nelson.
Tonight on News 46, the Nye County Sheriff's Office addresses a social media post, and one person is transported following a collision.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Zach Reinert and Eunette Gentry. Local coverage from Deanna O'Donnell. News 46, local coverage you can count on.
Another social media post causes concern for law enforcement. I'm Eunette Gentry. Zach Reinert is on assignment. The Nye County Sheriff's Office has become aware of a post by a person named Jacqueline Kaiser Parker with a photograph of a dead burro that was circulated around Facebook. In that post, she alleges that the Sheriff's Office is allowing wild burros to be chased down by people on four-wheelers, then shot and killed. She continues stating that when several people brought this horrific killing to the Sheriff's Office's attention, their reply was, "What do you want me to do? The animals will clean it up," end quote. Sheriff Worley became aware of this post and immediately began an investigation into the alleged burro shooting and into the allegations that her staff callously responded to the call for service. Deputies contacted all parties involved and conducted multiple interviews. Officials say no one that was contacted was able to substantiate that story given on Facebook, and that in fact there was no specific incident regarding people on four-wheelers shooting animals at all. Police say the deceased burro found and photographed was a month ago and was located in an area where burros frequently graze and often cross Highway 160 near Country Place on the north side of town. Some of these burros are subsequently struck by vehicular traffic, unfortunately. Since January of this year, the Nye County Sheriff's Office dispatch has received 66 calls for service regarding burros in the roadway. During that same time period, there have been approximately 9 accidents with burros in Nye County. 5 accidents have occurred within the immediate area in which the deceased burro was located. All of the burros hit by vehicles have sustained significant injuries. 2 were deceased upon law enforcement arrival. 3 were followed into the desert and later euthanized. And in this instance, it has been identified that the photograph being circulated by Jacqueline Kaiser Parker is a photograph of a burro that was struck by a vehicle and was subsequently euthanized in the desert by law enforcement to prevent that animal from suffering as a result of its injuries. More than 650,000 residents are being told to evacuate Miami-Dade County in Florida, anticipating a huge impact from Hurricane Irma, which is a Category 5 storm. Irma has hammered a string of Northeast Caribbean islands, including Barbuda, and it took a major hit with 90% of its buildings damaged. A Category 2 storm, Jose, is following just behind Irma. Coastal cities in South Carolina and Georgia are under mandatory evacuations as well. And there are long lines at Florida gas stations as residents prepare for Hurricane Irma. Some stations have even run out of fuel altogether. And to help gas supplies get to stations as quickly as possible, Florida Highway Patrol officers are now escorting tankers. The storm is expected to make landfall Sunday morning. Nye County has provided an update to the Tohakum 2 fire that an engine from Nye County and personnel from Station 51 was responding to. It's currently more than 94,000 acres that have been burned, but it is 82% contained. The crew has been actually demolished, and that fire was actually Wednesday when it began to spread. And our crew was responding in terms of patrol to the perimeter of that fire, and they were providing zone protection and dust control. Fire Station Chief Rich Flanagan and firefighter Thomas Cloiser responded, and along with an engine from this area. They were responding to Winnemucca and that area to provide support for northern wildfires here in Nevada. And stay tuned to News 46. We will have more local news for you just ahead.